Kak, are you awake?
No,
Yeah, I can't sleep either.
I can hear him. He's like a ghost.
Everything's changed, hasn't it? Ibu's favorite boy is back.
For the rest of us, life still goes on.
Hey, what did you think of his crying yesterday? You know, I'll bet it's just a ploy to gain everyone's sympathy.
He's been in prison for more than 5 years. Wouldn't you be emotional as well?
Kak, of all people, I thought you'd be the last one to defend him.
It must be quite a shock for him. New house, new environment.
Plus his 2 ex-wives living in the same house. All we need is to hire that Winnie to come babysit Khalid again to complete the trio. Sorry, bad joke. What did Khalid think of him, by the way?
He was very curious.
Yeah. They definitely bonded over basketball.
I just hope that Zaryn has truly changed for Khalid's sake.
Zaryn?
Morning, Ibu.
What are you doing?
I made some bread.
Bread?
There's a bakery in the prison. We basically bake the bread that we eat every day.
Why didn't you sleep on your bed?
I'm used to the floor, Ibu.
And you didn't on the aircon. It was so hot.
I'm used to that too.
Soon you'll be used to being home too, Zaryn. It's good to have you back. I've been thinking about this day ever since you went in. And I'm just glad that you were released while I can still recognize you.
What's that smell? Smells so nice.
That's your ayah's bread. He baked it for your breakfast.
How come Cik Zari knows how to make bread?
Ayah. Your ayah knows how to do a lot of things. If you like, maybe next time he can even teach you. Khalid, there are many things about your ayah that you still don't know. But in time, you will get to know him better. Okay?
Where is he?
Where is ayah? He's outside in the garden.
He's not with you? I thought he was with you.
Great. One day in and Zaryn is already poisoning my own son against me.
I heard shit downstairs talking. I guess they're not alone.
And that's supposed to make me feel better.
Don't worry. I'm gonna be keeping a close eye on him. Make sure he doesn't try anything funny.
And how do you plan on doing that when you're hardly at home?
Well,
We'll all keep an eye on him and do our part to make sure that he keeps his promise and prove to us that he has indeed changed.
Personally, I couldn't care less if he has changed or not. As far as I'm concerned, Khalid's my priority. And if Zaryn so much as tries anything funny with my son, he's going to get it from me.
What are you doing?
Just enjoying the fresh air.
It's so hot.
Do you smell that? What does it smell like to you?
Bread?
Grass. Sometimes you never know how much you take something for granted until you don't get to experience it for 5 years. The feeling of the sun on your face, the smell of the grass, even the sound of traffic is like music to my ears.
I like the smell of bread.
That reminds me, I think our breakfast is almost ready. Want to come have a look? Come.
So, did the social media keyboard warriors spew any nonsense since yesterday? I don't know. I haven't checked.
That's my boy. Don't even bother with people who aren't worth listening to, right?
Yeah, right.
Better get changed up. Don't want to be late for school.
How about now? Is it cool yet?
Khalid, this is the third time you're asking. And the second time was only 10 seconds ago.
But I'm hungry.
Khalid, you have to learn to be patient, okay? Good things come to those who wait.
I think it's okay, Boo. Maybe it's cooled down enough by now.
What's the fuss about?
Zaryn baked bread for all of us.
Looks like it's still a bit warm, but I think it's okay.
Smells so nice.
How long did this take? Why go through all the trouble?
No trouble at all, including proofing and baking time. Maybe 2 hours plus.
For a few bucks, you can get any kind of artisanal sandwich bread these days.
Yeah, it's pretty common, really.
Zaryn wanted to make something nice for the family. Thank you, Zaryn.
I'm good, Zaryn.
Don't talk with your mouth full.
The taste and texture is okay? Because I wasn't sure of the proportions. In the prison bakery, all the equipment is industrial sized. I'm glad it was a success in the end.
Yep, huge success. Alert the media.
So, what do you want to do today? Your first day back home? You must have a long list.
Not exactly. Nice.
Then, is there anything you want to eat or anybody you want to meet? Sit back and relax, okay? This is your home now.
I don't really feel like meeting anybody for now.
It's up to you. But I hope you know that you will have to see people again eventually. Don't worry so much about what people think, Zaryn. You've paid for your mistakes and you deserve to move on. Just like that Derek Shelley.
Ibu, I'm not worried.
In fact, not just him. Another fella who is quite close to the Shelleys was just released also. That doctor, he's writing a book about his time in jail. Then there was a big party at Jessica's shop. In fact, why not the two of you meet up? I can easily get his contact. Since you have something in common, maybe the two of you can...
I said no, okay? I just want some peace and quiet for now.
So, tell me, did something happen with Zaryn last night? This morning?
Actually, no. But that's the problem. Everything was just so ordinary. It was almost as if he never left.
I see.
And for some reason, Khalid seems to really enjoy getting to know him.
And I'm guessing you're not too happy about that?
Zaryn is still his ayah after all. I'm just worried that before too long, Zaryn will be up to his old tricks again. And when that happens, Chip will of course rush to him and defend him, just like she always has.
That's the benefit of being the eldest son.
It's as if she's completely blind to all his faults. She always puts him on a pedestal.
Well, too bad for him. The pedestal is currently occupied.
What? By who?
By you, of course.
Please.
Really, I'm trying to sleep. Hey, must you do this here now?
Sir Zaryn,
After so many years, do you know how much ma'am miss you or not? I must be so rude to her.
Wasn't being rude.
Ma'am just wants to look after you and take care of you. Why you don't let her do that?
It's not that I don't want to.
She was so worried about you. Every day she will worry. Sometimes even cry. And now that you come back, you don't even appreciate her.
I don't know whether I'm being sensitive, but Khalid seems to light up when he's talking to Zaryn.
Maybe the basketball game that they had really helped break the ice.
And this morning, with that whole stunt with the bread,
You think it was a stunt?
what else could it be? He's desperate to prove to everyone that he's a changed man.
Not that I'm siding him, but if there's one thing I know about prison, it forces you to become creatures of habit. Maybe after all those years of baking, he just gets used to doing it.
And what about when he burst into tears last night? I didn't think that it was an act until Zara said so. And now, I'm also wondering if it was.
Rose, I think of all people, nobody would blame you if you get a bit cautious about him. I think you've been very civil about the whole thing.
Do you think so? I actually haven't put in any effort at all to engage with him.
Trust me, if it was me, I'd definitely try to poison Khalid against his ayah. But clearly, you're a much better person than me. I'm proud of you, Rose.
Thank you, Haris. I do feel better after talking to you. Well, get back to work.
I just wanted to say sorry, Ibu, for losing my temper just now.
I owe you an apology as well. I've been looking forward so much to you coming home. I just wanted to make you feel welcome.
I really appreciate that, Ibu. I do. But everything's completely changed. The house, the furniture, even Dewi didn't hesitate to scold me just now.
Maybe I better have a chat with her about her attitude.
I've been dreaming about coming home for so long. It's funny. Now that I'm actually home, I'm not really sure what to do with myself.
Just take your time to settle in. The most important thing is you are here. You just relax, okay?
Really nice couch.
Poor thing. He feels so out of place even in his own home.
Don't worry, ma'am. One day at a time.
It's crazy. Every day I get dozens and dozens of new comments on that video I did to call out Nathan's behavior. Good or bad? I'm just glad I was able to share my own experience and give other girls the courage to speak out against guys like him. But of course, there are also plenty of weirdos standing up for him as well. This guy, John5678, new account, no profile picture, but he has already made so many comments. You should give Nathan a break. Sounds like all he wanted was a friend. Lame. And this one from Amethyst. What kind of name is that? Amethyst.
I know Nathan personally and I can vouch for him. He's not that kind of guy at all. She's actually a friend of ours.
A friend, huh?
Well, an ex-friend, kind of.
Zaryn? What's the matter? Is it your back?
It's arthritis, Ibu. I was diagnosed in prison.
Arthritis? But you are so young.
It's a different kind. Once in a while, I'll get these flare-ups. That stress makes it worse. It will go away.
Is there something that you can take? Dewi, can you take my medicine box here?
No point, Ibu. Nothing really helps. This is why at the first date, thought I was trying to kick and they didn't want to release me early.
What kind of lousy doctors they have over there?
I'm going to take you to the hospital. I'm sure they can help. I'm not taking no for an answer. You wait, okay?
Haris? Is everything okay?
I wanted to thank you for everything that you've done for me. For giving me a chance to work here and teaching me and so on.
You're most welcome. Why so formal all of a sudden?
I've decided that I'll be leaving the restaurant soon.
How soon?
Today? Basically, if I don't start running the stall by this week, they're gonna let somebody else have the lease.
How come? Aren't you still paying rental on the stall?
Yes, but I don't know. It must be in some clause in the paperwork somewhere.
Okay. Was there anything else that made you change your mind? It's a bit sudden.
From the way I see it, it's not like you're paying me anyway, so I figured you won't have any issues with it. I mean, all this will be for nothing if I can't hang on to the stall.
If that's really how you feel, so be it. I hope you had a fruitful time here.
Nurse Jenny, please process Mr. Ling's discharge. After that, check in with Madam Rosma. She was complaining of some abdominal pain after her first dose of medication. Might be a side effect.
Yes, Dr. Zaryn. I think you're...
Also, I have a surgical consult with Mr. Siva Kumar after this. Can you help me get a copy of his imaging?
I think you're...
One last thing. If you see Dr. Ramesh, please help me check when's a good time to sit down with him about my proposal for the medical journal submission.
Sure thing.
You're here. I didn't realize you were waiting here. It's been such a crazy day.
Don't worry. You're always so busy.
Have you been waiting long? Let me see if I can get them to speed things up a bit.
Thanks, Anif.
I can't believe how many of these losers are actually standing up for your brother.
Why don't you stop reading all that crap, Helen? It's only going to make you feel worse.
It's not crap. If you heard the names your brother called me, then maybe you'll understand.
Names?
He verbally abused me, Nina. I just haven't said much about it because it's kind of hard to talk about. I'm so sorry. I don't feel like working on this right now. I just want to go home. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Let me see what they gave you. Oh, methotrexate. Typical drug used to slow the progression of rheumatoid arthritis, combat the inflammation.
Also something called naprox.
Naproxen. It's an NSAID, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. Same family of drugs as aspirin, ibuprofen. They're quite well tolerated. You should be fine.
Thanks, Arif. Looks like you're doing well here.
Well, I had a goal, and I went for it. Sorry I have to rush off.
See you at home for dinner?
If I can make it.
You knew your mother and brother were waiting for you just now. You did it on purpose.
Fine. Maybe I did show off a little. But I need to set the tone from the start so that my abang can see who's the man of the house. I'm not about to let things go back to the way they used to be.
Thanks for responding to my DM and calling me back. Yeah. I was just wondering about one of the comments you made on Helen's videos. You seem to know a bit about her family and stuff. Yeah. Do you know if she was ever bullied in school? Oh, can I just call you back? Yeah.
Hey everyone, this is Helen of Troy. Welcome back to my channel. First off, I want to thank everyone for your support and encouraging words after my last video. Today, I want to talk about something else. I believe Nathan Bala has created some fake social media accounts to try to defend himself. I know, lame, right? I mean, how dare he, seriously? First, he led me on, then verbally abused me because apparently I think too highly of myself.
Anyway, Nathan, aka John5678, I'm on to you. And it turns out I'm not the only one. I got in touch with someone called Amethyst who claims to be a friend of his, but guess what? It turns out he did the exact same thing to her. So, Amethyst, babe, if you need someone to talk to, I'm here for you.
For the record, I did create that account, but I did not verbally abuse her.
Yes, I still have the contact for that part-time chef. How come you need it?
Today is Harry's last day at the restaurant.
How come so sudden?
He wants to get started with his papat stall.
And then? He leaves you in the lurch just like that? When did he tell you?
This afternoon.
Ungrateful fella. Was I right about him? Yes, right. Good riddance, I tell you. You are better off without him. Zaryn?
Ibu?
How are you feeling?
A bit better. Thank you. I'm just thankful that I can be here and not in that cell.
Me too.
Ibu, I know it will take a long time for all of you to trust me again. Especially Zarif. But I've had a lot of time to reflect on my mistakes.
That's good.
I'm going to make something of my life again. I'll start from scratch if I have to. I won't let you down again. I promise.
Okay, bye.
Huh?
Alright, thanks.
Hey. So sorry I'm late. Where's Shira? She's not here yet?
She just left. We had the meeting without you. She said she's very busy.
Typical. She loves keeping me out of the loop. I get no respect from her. Do you know she's always had a serious attitude problem?
Maybe you can give her some counseling. Sorry, bad joke.
I want a complete rundown on everything you've covered.
Now?
Yes, now.